Okay, so today I am going to be doing a get ready with me, and I'll be using primarily a lot of the products that I got on my last haul. But before we get started, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the little bell next to the subscribe button so you are notified when I upload new videos. So I have a lot of things before me here to give a try. I have gone ahead and I have moisturized and put on my primer, and I have done my under eye color correcting already too. So let me get my hair up and out of the way. Actually, let's take a little more since I'll be doing foundation and stuff. Okay, I am going to be using today the Lancome, and this is their Teint Idole Ultra 24-Hour Makeup. I did talk about this in both my favorites video as well as my haul. I just wanted to show you how fabulous this is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using my Artiste brush to go ahead and apply this. You can apply it with a sponge. I just prefer the brush a little better. So I'm going to take some just on my fingertip, and I'm in the color 270 Bisque W, and I'm just going to dot that on. And I'm going to work on just one side of my face for now. This is a little bit on the yellow side for me, but I've been able to make it work. I ordered it online, so I didn't get a chance to give it a try. So you can see how easy this is just going on and blending in beautifully. This is also very buildable too, so if you need to, you can build it up. It also does dry fairly quickly, so that's why I do 1/2 of my face at a time. First time I went to use it, it dried so fast by the time I got to the other side of my face, it was hard to work with. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more just in this area here. That's where I tend to get or need the extra coverage. A lot of broken capillaries and things there. Now, if you do have any areas that are maybe a little bit thick for you, maybe you went a little bit too heavy-handed in, you can take one of your sponges and just go ahead and press that in a little bit. This is actually kind of a dry sponge by now. It's been sitting here for a little bit, but you can use a sponge if you want to shear it out a little bit. So now I'm going to go ahead and add my regular concealer, and for that I will be using the Tarte Shape Tape. I'm in the color Light. And I do like to let this set up just a little bit, get a little bit on the dry side before I blend it out. And I also got a new little teeny beauty blender, like so. I think I picked this up at Target and I forgot to show it in my haul. This is what the packaging looks like for it. It just says it's a mini blender sponge, and you can use it, it says to dampen it. Made with natural rubber latex, but it is nice and squishy and feels just like the original beauty blender to me. So let's go ahead and try that in the under eye area. really well. I like it. I like the way it feels. Again, it's very soft. Does a great job of getting into the inner part of your eye too. Now whatever I have left over on the sponge, I just like to take that up the bridge of my nose, kind of in the center of my forehead, and then a little bit down around my mouth, because I tend to get a little dark right in these areas. And on the chin. Okay, let's go ahead and make sure everything's blended out, no creasing, and I'll go in with some powder now. Don't need a whole lot, just enough to set it. I like to use this powder anywhere that I have actually put the concealer. Oh, too much there. Way too much. Wow, this brush really picks it up. Move this all around there. My goodness, it really... You know, I am just having one of those days. I have dropped 2 containers of makeup today. I was having my mom picked up to go to her adult activities place during the day. They forgot to pick her up, so they were over an hour late to come back and get her. What else? Oh yes, I sat down earlier to start filming, and the neighbors across the street have been having their trees cut down. That was yesterday, so I thought today was safe to film. Guess what? They came back to take the stump out. So yes, one of those days, I just kind of want to crawl back in bed and start all over. But anyway, I will move on. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to take my Clinique. This is the Super Powder Double Face Makeup, and this is in matte beige. I've really been liking this as well. And I'm just going to take a big old fluffy brush and lightly put that on all over. You don't need to so much with this. It is just a little tacky with the foundation, so you can go very, very lightly. I like to use powder no matter what, at least in the areas where I'm going to be putting on any blush, highlighter, contour, bronzer, things like that, just to help everything kind of smooth on a little better. But this one dries down pretty good. Okay, so we are now powdered. Let's go in with contour. And I'm going to be just using my NYX palette. This is their Highlight and Contour Pro palette. I'll be using this color right here. And I'm going to go in with... I'm going to use this e.l.f. brush. I've got 2 of them. Here, this is the one. This is their powder blurring brush. I like this one because it's oval shaped, so I wanted to give that a try to go in with contour and see how it did. Very nice. Ooh, I made quick work of that. Blends it out really well. Wow. The neck. And I don't have a new brush to go ahead and contour my nose, so I'm going to... And for bronzer, I'm going to use the Butter Bronzer. You just need to get a little sniff of that. And this is just, what is this? This is a 6+ brush. I got this off of Amazon. It's a nice big old fluffy brush that's very soft. For my highlight today, I have two. So I found this new Wet n Wild. This is their MegaGlow highlight powder, and this is in their color the Sweetest Bling. This is a limited edition, and I have not even opened it yet. So let's do that real quick. Okay, this is what it looks like. Boy, I'm getting the glare off these lights. So got a pinkish color on the outside and a golden color on the inside. That is what they look like swatched. And then the other one I have is the, the Natasa Denona Glow palette. Boy, my lights are really bright. There, maybe that's a little better. I got the Natasa Denona Glow palette, and this one is for face and body. It's a shimmer powder, and I got 01 Light. It's got a beautiful gold case, and then this is what the highlight looks like. It's not as in your face. So that is right here. Let me start out with that one, and I might go in and add a little bit of the e.l.f. to that. So I'm going to take my Luxie 522 tapered highlighter brush. Wow. Ooh, that's okay. I was afraid that wasn't going to show up very well, but yep, it does. It also really emphasizes my pores. So maybe I'll buff that out a little bit and see if that helps. Let's take a little bit of that e.l.f. and add that as well. See if that helps blend it in a little better. I'm going to take the pinky shade and go a little bit below it. All right, I'm definitely shining. Okay, I have a couple of blushes, actually 3 blushes. What I talked about again in my haul, this is the LA Girl Just Playfull is the color of this one, and I absolutely love this blush. It's gorgeous, but I also picked up 2 of the Ulta ones. And I don't know that either one of these colors are going to be the right look for what I'm going today. So I am going to go in with the LA Girl. I'm going to take my IT Cosmetic brush because for some reason I really like this one for putting on blush. Maybe I will take a little bit of this one pink out. Just a little bit. That's very dark, and just take that right on the apples of my cheeks. Alright, since I am doing my eyeshadow next, I decided to go ahead and zoom you in a little bit for this. I do have 2 palettes that I got during my haul, but I'm not going to use these today because I have another one that came in the mail after these came in. But I do have the NYX Lingerie, which is an all matte palette, and then I have their Cosmic Metals one, which is all shimmer. So I am going to be trying these, and I will report my thoughts on those when I do my 2-week update on that haul. What I'm going to use today is the brand new Morphe 35R palette. I have just swatched a few colors in this. This is what they look like. These are gorgeous. There's a great combination of shimmers over here, and then you've got a lot of mattes as well. So I am going to start off with an angled brush here, and I'm going to take this kind of vanilla color and just lightly put that all over my lid. I have gone ahead and taken my concealer and my powder and everything up on my eyelids, so I don't need a lot of this. I just like to kind of lighten that area a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to take my Morphe brush. This doesn't have a number on it. I'm going to take this very light brown here and take that into the crease, or actually I'm going to make that my transition color, since there's not a peachy color in this palette. So I'm going in very, very light with this. So I can tell you I have a little bit of an update on what's been going on with my back. For those of you that don't know, almost 7 years ago now, yes, almost 7 years, I injured my back. Don't know what I did. All I did was I twisted and it hurt. I had been dealing with pain on and off for all that time. It would come and go, kind of. But 2 years ago in April, so this next month, it will be at the 2-year anniversary that it hurt and it just never went away. So I've had a series of MRIs. I've seen countless doctors over the years. They keep saying that nothing's wrong. I've had injections in my back. I've had an ablation of my nerve roots and my SI joints at the levels L4, L5, and L5, S1. I better keep working while we're talking. I'm going to go in with shade a little bit darker, and I'm going to take this, I'm going to take this color and mix it with that one a little bit, kind of go in between. So, I've just been really frustrated because they keep saying that nothing appears to be wrong. I have pain going down my legs to the bottom of my feet, in my buttocks, all across my back. It's crippling at times to the point where all I can do is pretty much lay down on the couch and do nothing. I have to kind of pick and choose what I do every day. I'm going to take a brush and blend that out because it limits what I can do. So within the last year, I've had not only the ablation done, I've done physical therapy, I've had other spinal injections. I've just been to countless doctors having different things done, and nobody's been able to figure anything out. So now I have gone to a rehabilitation doctor, not physical therapy, but rehabilitation. And he sent me in last week for a full bone scan with the dye in it so they could see what shows up. And it appears I also have bone spurs growing in my SI joint. So I don't know what that means next. Unfortunately, I don't get to see him for another week and a half, and he's on vacation, so I can't talk to him about what my results are. All I know is I've seen the report. So I don't know what's next, but that's something new in the puzzle. But as of now, I have 4 bulging discs in my back. I've got the bone spurs, and I have 1 disc that's just the teeniest bit out of alignment, which just means I live in pain all the time. So I'm hoping this will help figure it out and get things taken care of so I get better. Okay, now I'm going to just take strictly this brown color here and take that right on the very outer corner and just darken that up just a little bit. What's really kind of funny though about all this is I was also in a car accident 10 years ago now. And I was told at that time, because I'd injured my neck, that nothing was wrong with my neck either. And again, I went through a very long quest of trying to find a doctor who could figure out what was wrong. And I finally did. All those doctors that had said nothing was wrong with my disc, it was my disc. So that's why I have a scar right here. Is I've had a disc fusion at C6, C7. So after I got, let's see, I had that surgery in March, and then I hurt my back in June. So I basically got just a couple months of reprieve from having pain. So not fun. All right, now let's go in with some cool colors on the lid. I am going to take this golden shade right, am I going right way? There we go, right there, and I'm going to put that on the inner part of my lid. I'm really going to carve that out too. I'm going to go about 2/3 of the way over with that. All right, now I'm going to go in with this really golden color here, and I'm going to take that on the outer third. I'm working my way back towards the inside, so I can kind of just blend those two together. The lighter color just wasn't quite as light as I wanted it to be, so I'm going to take a little bit of this shade right here and put that over the top. There we go. It gives a little bit more of a contrast. Okay. And let's go back to that original banana color there and just kind of highlight along the brow bone. Like I lost that color up there. Now I'm also going to use, actually let's go with that same brush, I'll just clean it off there. I'm going to take that same gold color and I'm going to apply that right under my eye. Okay, don't freak out yet, we're okay still. I'm going to go ahead and tight line my lower lash line only. And then I'm going to take an angled brush. I'm going to go into this chocolatey brown color right there and go right along the lash line. And kind of blend that right into the black that I just put in. For mascara, I just picked up the YSL The Shock Mascara. And the reason I got this is because I saw, who did I see use this? Oh, Rachel from Rachel Loves. When she put this on, everything that came out of her mouth after that was blah, 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 because all I could do was stare at her lashes. They went like... Okay, now that I have them there, I can see, let's see how this does. So this is what the wand looks like. Focus. Focus. There we go. I think it's just one coat. Maybe I will try. I don't know. Ever since I permed my lashes, I've had a lot of lashes fall out, so I don't have very much length right now. I decided to go ahead and give a second coat of mascara to my eyelashes and see how that turned out. And once I did that and combed through them, I haven't curled them again or anything, I just kind of combed through them using my brush that I absolutely, my comb I should say, now it's got mascara all over it. But I love this. I got this off Amazon. I will leave a link to it down below, but this is great for getting in there and really separating out those eyelashes. I know some people use safety pins and needles and things like that. This is like using a whole bunch of them, but they're not pointy and dangerous, and you can't stick yourself in the eye as easily with this. So, highly recommend. But anyway, with the second coat on of the YSL mascara, love it. So, my eyelashes suddenly came back to life. I am skipping the falsies today, and we will move on to, let's set the makeup first. I put some Urban Decay All Nighter on. Stuff. And for my lips today, I've got two colors. Two colors. I have a Stila. This is their Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick, and this is in the color Perla. And I think I've already worn that in a video, so I'm probably going to go in with the Lorac Pro Liquid Lipstick, and this is in the color Soft Mauve. And I'm going to outline my lips today with a ColourPop. We are in the color Lumire with this. Oh, this smells so good. Got a vanilla scent to it. Or cake, or cupcakes, or something like that. Okay, get off the tooth. I like this color a lot, so let's see what this looks like when it dries down. Alright, now since I have my brows tattooed, I really don't need to do much of anything to them. However, I do like to go in with the Benefit Give Me Brow and just define the hairs, give a little more dimension to them as well. But if you want to see a great video on using eyebrow stencils, my friend Michelle just recently did a video with that, where she's trying them out actually for the first time. She's trying to kind of get her eyebrow routine down, so she thought she'd give stencils a try. So I will put a card right here, as well as leave a link down below to her channel. So feel free to go check that out as well. But let me go in really lightly with this. And when I say lightly, I mean I like scrape as much off as I possibly can, because this brush really holds a lot of product. And I don't like it too goopy on there. Can I just go in there to kind of define each of the hairs that I do have. There. Okay, let me get my hair all fixed and I will be right back. Okay, I am back. The makeup is all done. The lipstick has set. It is transfer proof. Nothing's coming off. It's a teeny bit sticky, not bad at all. I don't feel like it's something that will continue to stay sticky at all. And I really like the color of this a lot. And that one little bit I got on my teeth, nothing on the teeth either. So thumbs up. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Just give it a thumbs up anyway. You can do it. Go in, give it a thumbs up. I need a lot of thumbs up. Somebody's been going in and giving me some thumbs down, so give me a thumbs up just to kind of counteract their thumbs down. Somebody does it like they obviously don't even have time to watch the video before they're thumbs downing it. But anyway, we'll ignore people like that. Don't forget to subscribe either. You want to make sure that you are notified when I upload new videos as well. And feel free to leave me any comments, questions, suggestions, just say hi, whatever. Leave me a comment down below. I love hearing from you folks. So thanks again for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.